No. All right, well, we're going to test it here. Welcome to game one of the Kennedy Cup Finals. Providence Catholic and St. Ignatius. Now, they got a whole setup up here. So I got a little simple tripod and an iPad. So we're going to try and keep it semi-professional. I got a guy over here too. This is the Ignatius. Butch, he's the cameraman. And then Recruitlings is the other setup. They got a YouTube channel, recruitlings.com, I think. They do a nice job. But I'm doing it too because, well, it's my team. And if I don't do it, I'm going to go insane. So anyway, welcome to game one. This little fuzzy microphone over there should get out of the way because when I pan left, they're going to pan left too. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. The 19 people on the feed. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left until puck drop, until we get this Kennedy Cup final series kicked off. So I'm just going to lock in here on the boys. And I'll be back. All right, so minute and 40 left before puck drop. I was just talking to some of these guys up here earlier, kind of going over the game plan, right? And I guess Providence got here. They beat Bennett in a best-of-3 series. They won the first game at Arctic. That was in the semifinals, and then Bennett won the second game at Seven Bridges in a triple overtime thriller. Great game to be a part of, unless you got a heart condition. And then game 3 was a tight one, 1-0. Providence took it at home. That's why it's so important to have that home ice advantage. As Ignatius does here on this series. Game 1 tonight, game 2 tomorrow night at Arctic in Orland, home of the Celtics. And then game 3, if necessary, to be determined. It'll be back here at Fifth Third, if we need it. So super loud music being played overhead. Might be tough to hear me. I don't know. I got 2 microphones. Coming up on 10 seconds left for the buzzer sounds. And we'll get this thing kicked off. The pregame huddle around the goaltenders and around the net. Maybe saying a quick prayer. I know I am. All right, now the music cut.
You plug anything in?
No, I'm good.
If you do, I got some.
Should be okay. All right, I think we're going to do the national anthem, it looks like. Looks like a national anthem situation. I like it. So we'll get in tight for that one. We got some photographers earlier. I'm not going to lie, I was walking next to the lady that was carrying the Kennedy Cup in the arena a little earlier. I mean, I tell you what, I was going to snatch it right out of her hands and just make a run for it. But I said, you know what? Let's just get it the right way.
Tonight, your St. Ignatius Wolfpack of Providence Catholic High School. Please join me in prayer. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Heavenly Father, we thank you for the blessings of this day and for this opportunity to watch as these young men take to the ice. We ask that by your grace they utilize well the talents with which you've endowed them, that they may play with the spirit of grit, determination, and self-sacrifice that recalls the life, death, and resurrection of your Son, our Lord Jesus Christ, in whose name we pray. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. St. Ignatius, pray for us. Please remain standing and face the flag as Senior Jordan Gordon honors our nation and those who defend our freedom, the singing of our national anthem.
Okay, I think we're back now. I unplugged my little microphone, so hopefully you guys could hear the national anthem. Nice job.
Ladies and gentlemen.
More music being played overhead.
And the millions watching the
It's a real thing, man, making it to the Kennedy Cup Finals. All right, I kind of dig it.
We've all been waiting for.
Nerve-wracking, for sure. I don't know who's more nervous, Henry or myself. It had to be me. All right, so we're getting ready to kick things off. 53 viewers. Remember, if you don't want to listen to me, I think Recruitlings has another feed, way more professional, but they don't know your boys like I do. And they're probably not going to be anywhere near as funny. I mean, I did talk to the young man who does the announcing. Seemed like a very intelligent kid. So I'm sure he does an amazing job. All right, so we're getting ready for puck drop here. I do know this. Drew Spencer is in goal for the Celtics. And this little fuzzy camera right here, don't worry, because when I'm going left, it's going to go left too. We are in tight quarters up here, so bear with me, folks. Puck drop. Johnny Cardwell wins it for the Celtics. Ooh, right away, a shot on goal for Ignatius. Now, I think what you got to do here is you got to come out hot. Ooh, nice shot there by Nick Kovney. So a couple of shots on goal by each team up and down the ice. I like that. They got to be quick. You know, my goal, my keys to the game, jump on Ignatius like a spider monkey. And don't let him breathe, right? You got to take the lead early and hold on to it. You got to steal this one at home or away at home for Ignatius. All right, Ignatius has it behind their own net. Let me get back into the groove here. I've never announced the Kennedy Cup championship game. I'm super excited about it. All right, here we go. Piano around the outside here. Piano's got it into the zone. Advances it to Rogers. Rogers and Simonis down low. Behind the Ignatius goaltender. Piano's fighting for it down low. A little bit of back and forth. Ignatius has it now. Pinned by Rogers. Up and over Piano. Ayala has it at center ice. Bounces it off of the shin of an Ignatius player. Looking for an outlet. And he finds it. Rogers has it to the neutral ice. So now that puck gets deep into Providence territory. See what I mean? That fuzzy mic is following the play. So you can't see it. It shouldn't really come into play. We got a whistle and a hand pass is what it looked like.
I had a hippie experience with that flashback. I went to Salinas, California.
We're going to have a face-off just outside of the Providence territory, the Providence zone. I'd like to thank the officiating crew out here tonight. I'll thank them early, because I don't know if I'm going to want to thank them later. Shot in the goal by Ignatius. So the opposite, I mean, that was a rip shot from just outside over the dot. So not the start Providence was looking for. And generally, not the start they usually have. A quick goal by Ignatius. I think number 45. Max Meyer just put one in from just outside the dots. And Spencer, I don't know if he lost sight of it, if he was screened or not, but not a great start for the Celtics. So just about a minute and a half gone by, and the Celtics find themselves in a hole. So they better get it together quickly. I mean, you knew they were going to score, right? So that's not a surprise. So we just got to do the same thing and match them goal for goal. And at the end of the game, just be on top. Ignatius grabs at it now. A little bit of back and forth. A long pass. Almost an offside. So while they're announcing the first goal, a second goal goes in for Providence or for Ignatius. So
Go ahead and grab that anytime you need it.
So again, while they're overhead announcing,
Some names are on the back.
Ignatius puts in goal number 2. I don't like this at all. Celtics are down 2-zip immediately in the first period. So 3 shots on goal, 2 goals for the Celtics. So the Celtics I think they got to take a couple of deep breaths and don't let them have shots like that. There we go, clear it out. Now what we don't want to do is just start to ice the puck. 14:23 left in the third or the first. Jeez, I'm saying it like the third. I got to gather my thoughts here. 14:23 left in the first period. Celtics down by 2. Ignatius comes out hot right off the bat, like we knew they would. Hope they wouldn't. Bouncing puck. Ignatius gets it back in the slot. A puck that Spencer lost sight of. Now he's looking for it behind his own goaltender. Behind his own net. Again, Ignatius has it in Providence territory. Dances with it. Back and forth. Nice shot block there by Sturr. He's going to feel that one. Here comes Brandow across center ice. He's got an opening. Tried to find that left side just wide of the net. Right now, the Celtics are skating uphill. So Gagliardi gathers at neutral ice. Gets it up to Kovney. Kovney tries to take a shot. Reynolds has it. Center ice gets it to Rogers. Rogers looking for a pass. Tries to backhand it just wide of the net. So maybe the Celtics have some jitters that they got to settle down a little bit. Ignatius squirts it out. Ayala's going to have it at center ice. He's going to kick it over. Rogers lost an edge. He's going for it. Ignatius backs up into their own territory. Off of Rogers. We got a chance here. Rogers with a nice shot right in the slot. That's what we like to see. So their second shot on goal for the Celtics. Now Simonis has it behind, looking for Lass tries to get screen. Oh, a nice opportunity there. There was a bouncing puck in front of the Ignatius goaltender, and that's going to be an ice. So it looks like the pace is starting to settle a little bit, and the Celtics are starting to take a few deep breaths and gather themselves, because a 2-0 lead might be... No, it is a tough way to start the game. I know that for a fact. But we're going to have a face-off in Iggy territory. The Wolf Pack. Floody's going to look for it. Long stretch pass. That might be nice if it's not on goal, and it is. So we're going to do it back down here again. So as I hear some of the Iggy parents giggling and laughing and taking it easy over to my right, very comfortable with their 2-goal lead immediately, less than 5 minutes into the game. Celtics are regrouping. They need to pick up the pace a little bit here and match the speed of Ignatius, because Ignatius comes out 60 miles an hour. Gagliardi tried to keep that. We got a Reynolds backing up now. He's able to push his man outside the dots. Nice job by Trent, able to get that out of Providence territory, forcing Ignatius to regroup. Ignatius now back and forth, east to west passing. Diving Gagliardi. Here we go, though. Rylan O'Sullivan, center ice. Johnny Cardwell with it down low. Looking for an outlet, stolen by Ignatius. Ignatius now up the ice. Gagliardi and Lass backing up. Ignatius has numbers, trying to get that centering pass in the slot. Couldn't connect, thank goodness, because there was a man there. Now Gagliardi's going to go back there. Get that puck out of the zone, out of Providence territory. Cross ice. Rodriguez now with it. Chasing it down. Doing some nice forechecking for the Celtics. Iggy ramps it off of their stick, so it's not going to be an ice. Shaq's going to have it around Spencer. Take a little hit there. And here comes Mercer with it now. Gets bumped right in front of the bench. Mercer able to get that thing into Iggy territory. Now Ignatius around the back of the net. Again, it's 2-0 St. Ignatius with 10:41 left in the first. And Celtics seem to have settled the pace a bit. Stop the bleeding is what they needed to do, because a couple of big goals from Ignatius within the first couple of minutes of the game. Karkoska bounces it off of the glass. That's going to be an ice. So if Iggy can't get to it, and they can't, it's going to be an ice. So we'll do it back down here in Providence territory. 59 people on the feed. If you're coming in late, you missed a couple of goals by Ignatius. So shots 4-3 in favor of St. Ignatius. Face-off taken in front of Drew Spencer, the senior. Got to win these face-offs. And we did. Gagliardi able to advance it to last. Coveney off of his stick. Now Gagliardi's going to have to go around the back and get it up to Brandow. Brandow with it. He's going to have a little bit of room to skate. And here comes Brandow. Now Brandow throws it down low. Johnny Cardwell is going to have it. He's going to throw it at the net. Intercepted by an Ignatius player. Here comes Ignatius now. Deep into Providence territory. They got a man in the slot waiting. But Cardwell's on him, and now so is Brandow. Brandow steals the puck, looking for a man. He might have to do it himself. And he tried. He had Coveney in the slot for a second. I don't know if he saw him. Piano battling for it. Now Ignatius gathers it around the back of their own net. Up the ice. They throw it. Reynolds is on it. Centering pass by Iggy. No good. Out to the blue line. And a bouncing puck right in front of Spencer. And that's going to be an ice. Or is it? No, it's not, by Reynolds. Reynolds almost scored. It hit the post. That would have been a beautiful goal. Here comes Ignatius. They got numbers. It's going to be a one-on-one. Gagliardi able to just get a piece of that. And then he gets hammered in the corner off of the post. Spencer didn't see it, or he didn't get a glove on it, and that was off the post. So that could have been, that's almost a hand pass there by Rogers. Rogers back up. And here comes Ignatius. Simonis had a piece of it. Ayala. Now Shaq. Shaq bounces it off of the dasher. Ignatius gathers it. Ayala is going to have to get on it, and he does. Coveney intercepts it. Coming through center ice. Coveney with a move gets fouled hard right in front of the net. So that's going to put the Celtics on a power play, which is exactly what they need. Nice job there by Nick Coveney, able to draw that foul. So power play one comes out, and they need to go desperately. Because we got 2 goals by Iggy and 1 off of the iron. 2 minutes on the clock, number 13 for Iggy is the offender. Coveney just tried to center that pass just out of his reach there, but here comes Iggy now. Wow, almost a shorty. Iggy traveled the length of the ice without being touched, and then actually got a shot on goal. Brandow behind Spencer, up to Cardwell. Johnny Cardwell over to Coveney. Sorry, back to Cardwell. Drop the camera, and here comes Ignatius. Now they got numbers on a penalty kill. Brandow, Iggy wanted a call on that. Nice job there by Coveney. Coveney up the ice to Simonis. Now back down to Providence, end of the ice, and here comes Ignatius again. They are not just going to settle. They got a man in the slot, and nobody's on him. I don't know why. And here comes Simonis finally. Maybe we should put a guy on that man. So it looks like Ignatius is on the power play, and they're not. And Ignatius has the puck again. Wow, that was a hell of a defensive play by Ayala, because that Ignatius player found himself all alone on a penalty kill in front of Spencer. So here comes the Celtics. Ooh, centering pass there to Rogers. Rogers does a nice job, tries to center it again. Nobody's there. Just coming up on 17 seconds left in this power play. Spencer's going to get out of the way here. Ramped into the zone by the Celtics. Is that going to be an ice? Might be an ice. 7 seconds left in the penalty. Or the power play for the Celtics, and it's going to be a face-off in Celtic territory. Not the power play Celtics we're looking for. But it's not over yet. Stolen by O'Sullivan. Nice. Grabbed off the dot. Good job there, Ryland. Last. Advances it to Mercer. Mercer dances with it. Center ice. Gets it taken away by an Ignatius player. Tried to throw a little floater out there to O'Sullivan and intercepted. Gagliardi now advances it to Piano. Nice job there by Stir. Stir! Gotta look for O'Sullivan and couldn't quite get to it. Here comes Ignatius. They got 2-on-1. Nice play there by Gagliardi, able to lay it out. O'Sullivan, now he's able to get it to Mercer, center ice. Mercer might be out of gas. Gagliardi off the ice now. Cardwell, Reynolds, and Ayala backing up. 2-on-2 situation. Nice play by Ayala, but the Ignatius player gathers it back, and it's in the slot. Kick save by Ignatius player, number 18. And in front of Drew, the puck goes again. And Ayala giving his man a shove there. Laying down Ayala is, once again, putting forth a hell of an effort. Ignatius with all the time in the world to think about what they want to do with the puck. Now they're going to back it up. Delayed penalty. So I think it's going to be a penalty on the Celtics. Don't know who. It's going to be on Ryland O'Sullivan. Looks like he's coming out of the box or coming off of the bench. So O'Sullivan's going to sit in the box for a couple of minutes. So the Celtics are going to go on the penalty kill, which it looks like they've been on the penalty kill anyway for the first 13 minutes of the game. Not much has changed. They're just going to be down a guy for the next 2 minutes. So not sure what they got O'Sullivan for, but he's got 2 minutes to think about it. Face-off's going to be taken in front of Spencer. Rogers to take it for the Celtics. Celtics win it. Rogers able to advance it out of there. Nice job by number 18, Braden Rogers. And Ignatius dumps it off. The Celtics got to get down to their end of the ice. Mitch Piano, a penalty killing machine, is out there for the Celtics. Just eating seconds. That's what he does, number 20. And a penalty by Stir. So now it's going to be a 5-on-3 situation, if that wasn't bad enough. So I can't think of a worse start that the Celtics could have gotten off to. But I'm going to try and keep my composure up here. So what do we got there for this 5-on-3 situation? Johnny Cardwell, Gagliardi, and Reynolds. Those lucky three. But they could change the momentum of the game. They kill this penalty, right? Because right now it's all Ignatius. We kill the penalty. Looks like Karkosko's going to the box. I thought it was Stir. Looks like they may have lost track of who it was. And the Celtics offered up Karkoska as their sacrifice. Let's see. See if we get in there tight. I got Ignatius mic'd up. No, I don't. But how awesome would that be if I did? So Karkoska not in the box. Maybe they thought it was a 2 and a 10. I don't know. They got to put a guy in the box, so now the ref's asking who did it. I know it was Stir, but I'm not going to tell anyone. So how is there nobody in the box? Maybe there is. I just can't see. Put 2 guys in the box. Oh, 9. Yeah, it is Stir. They got 9 up on the board. All right, so 5 on 3. Here comes Ignatius now, circling with it. Ooh, John. Centering pass just outside of the net. Gagliardi now. Got to play zone defense here. Can't chase. And that's a goal. So just like that, the Celtics are down 3 goals. Now, I got to think what you got to be careful here is you don't want a running clock in a Kennedy Cup final game. And we are on pace for that. So 16 seconds into the 5 on 3, a goal by Ignatius. So Ignatius making it look easy right now. Somebody's got to come out of the box for the Celtics. And that puts it back to a 5 on 4, which I still don't like those numbers or those odds currently. So not out of the first period yet. And down a 3-pack. Ayala chasing around the back of the net, getting physical for sure. That's what we got to try not to do. Keep our composure there. Nice job there trying to center that. Johnny Cardwell took one off of the shin. Rogers with a nice little move through neutral ice. Ignatius backing up around their own goaltender. Here they come on a charge now. Ignatius, ooh, almost lost the handle. Brandau couldn't get to it. Shaq and Reynolds backing up now. And a nice pass there by Ignatius. And Spencer able to make the save. Nice job there, Drew Spencer. Sorry about that. So Ignatius wheels out there 5. Still a 5 on 4 situation. It's going to be for a bit because looks like Stur caught a major on that one. I think they got him for boarding. So 3 minutes and 5 seconds left in his penalty. Hopefully the Celtics can hold them off and manage to put one in on their own.
Wolfpack goal scored by number 19, Charlie Tarabi, the second of the game.
Nice job there by Brando, able to block that shot. Mercer able to clear that one down. Nice it comes.
And number 29, Sam Reed.
Brando giving chase around the back of the net. Nice job there by Mason Brando. Mercer backing up. 3-on-2 situation right now for the Wolfpack, and Lass able to clear it down the ice. 2:26 left in the penalty kill for the Celtics. Ignatius handing it off there. Floody trying to put the pressure on. The forecheck. Gagliardi backing up now, trying to push his man outside the dots. Floody, centering pass. Saved there by Spencer, and tried to be cleared by Floody, but blocked at the blue line by number 32 of Ignatius, able to keep that puck from going down to the end of the ice. 47 viewers now on the feed. Maybe we lost a few. Was I being too critical of our Celtics? Maybe I was. Checking out that Recruit Links feed, maybe. Gagliardi lays down, then he gets back up. Tried to block that shot, and a shot absorbed by Spencer, and a little extracurricular. After the save, nice save there by Spencer. 9 shots on goal for the Wolfpack. against the Celtics 3. So everything right now coming up black and gold. Wolfpack black and gold, that is. Buck 27 left in the first. Face-off's going to be taken in front of Spencer for the Celtics, handled by Ignatius. Cross-ice passing like the pros. Reynolds on it. Ignatius at the point. Took kind of an off-angle shot. Down the ice, the puck goes. The goaltender out of the net for Ignatius. Maybe the Celtics can pounce on that puck and throw it in there while he's out. No good there. Just about a minute left in the first. Can't get this first period over fast enough for this commentator. Number 36 for Ignatius. Looking to stuff it home and almost did. And a goal. Another goal. Spencer saying he had a equipment failure. Refs don't want to hear it. They're going to throw another goal in there for him. 4-zip Ignatius. So 4-0 Ignatius. 39 seconds left in the first. Like I said, we can't end this first period fast enough. Let's see if we can get through these 40 seconds here without getting another goal scored on us. Celtics in their own zone. Gagliardi to Ayala. Ayala throws it. Samanis. Stolen by the Wolfpack. 23 seconds left. Samanis on his man. Gagliardi on his man now behind the net. Getting thrown. It's tied up with number 2. That's going to be a penalty from somebody. No penalty, but Gagliardi got some good shots in there. I don't know how the refs are letting any of this go on. They let him duke it out for about 25 seconds. But it's going to be offsetting. Mitch Piano and number 2. So 1.9 seconds left in this first period. I can't wait for the first period to be over. I might have to shut the mics off for a little bit. Thank goodness I'm going to get an intermission. All right, so we're still going to have the face-off in front of Spencer. Handled by Johnny Cardwell. Johnny Cardwell just needs to slap this puck out of there and let time expire. And that's going to do it. So it's official, 4-0 in the getting out of the first. So, like I said, everything coming up St. Ignatius right now. Not a good start for the Celtics. I'm going to take a break here. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. Little shuffling some cameras around here. Start of the second period.
You want exit?
You know what I need it for these? All right, so 16:51 left in the second. Just kicking off the second period here. What we need to do here, right? I mean, Providence is capable of scoring goals. They're getting outworked by Ignatius. They got to put one in here, get that first goal right out of the way, calm some nerves, show themselves that they can score. Almost a goal from number 27's knees right there. That was a good looking play. I don't care what team you're on. Right, get that first goal out of the way, get some confidence, and then put this thing back in competition. Because right now, it's men against boys out there unless Celtics can figure it out. Now, they're fully capable of doing that. They just have to get down to business and get down to business rather quickly. $16:25 left in the second period. 56 people on the feed. I'm sure half of them are upset with me. Somebody's asking what camera I'm using. I don't know. It's an iPad. Not sure why that's relevant. You're going to get some short snippet answers right now because I'm not very excited. Face-off here is going to be taken by Rodriguez in Providence territory in front of Spencer. And if you're going to try and clear the puck, clear it like you mean it. I'm going to tell you that right now. Floating it up into Ignatius territory or letting Ignatius gather your passes and then score on you with them is not the key to the game. Oh, a turning shot by number 19. I can't tell for Ignatius. Another shot right in front of Spencer. And here comes the puck right through neutral ice. Right in front of me here now. 29 for Ignatius, has it around the back of his own net. 4-0 St. Ignatius. Now remember, 5-0. Ooh, a shot by Karkoska. That was the first shot on goal we've had in 15 minutes. Nice job, Vince. Wasn't able to get that to go. A glove save by the Ignatius goaltender. I'd like to send a shout out to my sister, Angela Gagliardi, Henry's aunt in California. She's texting me. Go Celtics. I'm with her. Go Celtics. Cardwell almost got a shot off there. Blocked by a shin guard. Gagliardi trying not to hook. Around the back, throws a hit on his man. And now it might be a penalty on St. Ignatius, and it is. Gagliardi put a hit on it, and then somebody came in and retaliated against Ayala. Ayala's down. So now the Celtics are going to go on a power play. Hopefully Ayala gets to his feet quickly, and it looks like he's going to. Number 9 doesn't like it. What do I do? He might be the captain. Not sure who they got for the penalty. So the Celtics go on a power play, and this is exactly what I'm saying. This is the time they need to score their first goal immediately. Take advantage of the opportunity. Ignatius playing a little hard and fast right there. Commit a penalty, make them pay right here. Then you're only looking at a 3-goal deficit. And lots of time left, and we all know what can happen in 2 periods of hockey, right? We've been there before. So power play number 1 out there for the Celtics. Got to win the faceoff. Got to control the puck. Got to make crisp passes, clean and deliberate passes. That's exactly what they do. Oh, Shaq had it, lost it for a second. Brandow calling for it. Cardwell almost put it in. Samanis unable to bury it. He had it on his stick. And then Samanis gets manhandled over in the corner, choked almost. And another penalty. Is this another penalty on Ignatius? It is. So, best case scenario right now. Ignatius is throwing the Celtics around like ragdolls. Now they're going to get called for it. Good. I like to see that. 5-on-3 situation right now. This is a must-score situation for the Celtics. Samanis almost buried that first one. But let's get down to business here. Got to win this face-off. Johnny Cardwell control the puck, and it doesn't work out like that. Shaq's going to have to run down the ice and gather that. But meanwhile, seconds tick off the clock. So 5-on-3 for the Celtics. Got to have a goal here. Cardwell has it. Gets it over to Brandow. Back to Cardwell. Cardwell back to Brandow. Brandow tries to get it to Kovney. Kovney gathers it. Kovney back to Brandow. There's always two men open in a situation like this. Shaq lost the puck. Up into the net it goes. Up and out of play. So a reset. So Shaq mishandled the pass from Brandow. Off his stick, it went up and into the net. That drew the whistle. Did I say my sister was in California? Yes, I did. Sunny California. Hope she's enjoying her time out there. Celtics win the faceoff. Shaq has it. Brandow gets it down low. Cardwell scrambles for it. Kovney trying to come in there and grab the one-timer. And again, up and out of play it goes. So the Celtics have a game plan. Some quick passing leaves a couple of men open, right? 42 people on the feed. Brandow has it. Dances with it. Pass broken up there by number 36. Down low it goes. Samanis watched that puck fly by his stick. I don't know if it handled. If it was off of the post. Cardwell, good idea. 29 seconds left in this 5-on-3 situation. And here comes Ignatius. They have the puck. 21 seconds left in the 5-on-3. We got to be quick. That same group is out there. Here comes Rodriguez. Dump pass to Samanis. Samanis to nobody. And Brandow. Rodriguez got to shoot that. Nobody shoots it. Taken away by the Celtic. Or taken away by Ignatius. Now down the ice it comes. So nice job there by Ignatius, killing the 5-on-3. And they're about to kill both penalties here. Celtics, Reynolds has it around Spencer. Here comes Ayala. Ayala throws it into a Ignatius player. Floody throws it. 7 seconds left. And both penalties are going to expire here. And the Celtics are going to walk away with no goal. Onto the bench the puck goes and penalties expire. All right, so a must-score situation came and went for the Celtics. Still 4-zip, so we're able to go just about 4 minutes without a goal from Ignatius, which is the most we've gone so far tonight. So we're using those small victories as building blocks to success. As I try and focus on keeping the puck in the center of the frame, and offsides by the Celtics. Conversation now, Ayala. So I think the faceoff is going to be just outside of the Celtic zone here. Ignatius wins the faceoff. Backhanded pass. Cross ice, east to west. Dancing with it now, Ignatius is. Piano able to steal that. Comes away with a nice shot. Gloved by the goaltender. Not sure if it's an official shot on goal. It was outside the post. So maybe they're going to count it as one. Build those numbers up a little bit. Pump those numbers way up there for shots on goal. Mercer. Nice pass there by Last. Hardest pass of the night. Off of Piano's shin. That one almost banked in. Sir takes a ripper into the shin of a Ignatius player. Knocked him right down off the ice. Mercer has it now. Throws it back to Piano behind the net. Here comes O'Sullivan to help out. Kicks it out to Piano. Piano tries to gather it. Centers it. Nobody's there. Mercer, turning puck. Turning shot. Stir. This looks like a power play, and they're not even on one. Shot up and out of play by Shaq. So the Celtics had Ignatius on their heels there for a quick second. Faceoff's going to be taken right in front of the Ignatius goaltender. That's where we want it. Brandau's going to handle it. Brandau's going to kick it out to Kovney. Kovney's going to take a shot. And that, I think, had eyeballs if it didn't bank off of somebody's shin. Kovney had it taken away here by Ignatius, number 9. Dekes out his man. Kovney into the boards. They both go. Cardwell steals it. Brandau's going to have numbers. He's got Kovney. You got to get it to him. And Brandau lost it. Got a stick handle move. And he had Kovney on his wing. Celtics not able to get that done. But another faceoff is going to be taken in front of Ignatius. Either way, I feel a little bit of the momentum shifting. You can almost feel it in the air, right? Celtics now able to make a charge. A couple of good plays, one after another, giving themselves scoring opportunities. And that's what you need. You got to give yourself scoring chances. Otherwise, you're getting scored on, right? Almost 6 minutes gone by in the second. And Ignatius, no goal. Oh, was a good idea there by Piano. Tried to get to the Rogers on the slot. Wasn't able to get it done. Samanis puts his man into the boards right in front of the bench. Spencer comes out of the net. Very dangerous. Nice move there by Piano, the pianist. Mitch Piano. Game-winning goal. I think it's worth mentioning against Brother Rice this year in overtime. Towards the end of the season. I don't have the exact date. Reynolds looking for it. Couldn't find it. But the Ignatius player did and was able to put it away for the 5th goal of the game. Now we're looking at 5 goals here against the Celtics. None. So I think Reynolds lost sight of it, got tied up with his man. And then it just kind of bounced out of his way. And the Ignatius player scooped it right up and threw it at Spencer because he was on the other side of the net there. I don't know. Is that even worth explaining? But I'm doing it. Because I think, off of Kovney's bean from 32. Now, the Celtics have... There's a couple of ways you could look at this. Uh-oh. Well, we're going to see number 11 go in the box. He's not happy. There goes that. Understandably frustrated, Nick Kovney. Not the start they were hoping for. What was I saying? There's a couple of ways to look at this, right? The Celtics luring Ignatius in with a false sense of security. They got him right where they want, right? They're going to ease up at one point, and that's where the Celtics pounce. 5 goals is a lot to overcome, especially for this Ignatius team, which has been dominant throughout the year in the CCHL and the SHL. I think it's worth pointing out, right? Nobody's making excuses here. They're a solid team, and so are we. I mean, they're not... a shot just off of Spencer's pad. I think maybe I'll just get down to calling the play-by-play. Bounces off of his man, 36.
Assist number 23, Chris Kelly. Number 10, Brady Mason.
Kovney in the box. That puts the Celtics down a man. So again, Ignatius on the power play. Ayala able to get in front of that one. Shot to save there by Spencer. Nice job, Drew. So I'll just get down to maybe not analyzing. I think people just want to hear me do the play-by-play. So a face-off is going to be taken here right in front of Spencer. 5-zip Ignatius. Celtics swatting at it now. Rodriguez, Spencer, nice job there by Gavin Last, able to clear that puck. Settled by the goaltender for St. Ignatius, who is well rested. He hasn't had a whole lot to do tonight. So he comes out of the net to take that. Ignatius just kind of behind their own net, not really in a hurry. And they're on the power play. Here comes St. Ignatius. Stolen by Rogers. Nice job, Rogers. Ignatius now around the back of their own goaltender again. Chased down by Rodriguez. And Rogers. Ayala able to clear it. Cardwell, we got a chance here. Over to Rogers. Through Rogers' legs. Gosh, that would have been a nice little goal there. Couldn't. Rogers must have been off angle or off balance. Now, out of the net or out of the penalty box comes Kofi, and maybe somebody else goes in the penalty box. Shaq and his man get into it. The Celtics are clearly frustrated, understandably. They're down 5. Not the start they wanted. And there doesn't seem to be an end in sight right now. My numbers are fluctuating between 40 and 47, up to 60. So I'm insulting or upsetting somebody. Just trying to be very objective and entertaining at the same time. Ignatius. Coveney got in the way of that one. Shacker on the back of the net. Over to Brandow. Try to get it to Brandow. Intercepted by an Ignatius player. Ayala around the back of the net. Over to Brandow. Brandow up the ice. Here he comes. Brandow gets it over the red line, and then he throws it down the ice. Now handled by an Ignatius player. Loved by Spencer. Gagliardi able to get it out of the way. A loose puck in front of Spencer. Gagliardi able to clear that, but he gets into it with his man. Coveney. That would have been a beautiful pass. Just led him by a little bit, maybe a half step out of his reach. Bouncing puck over the blue line. Here comes Simonis. Kicks it. Stolen by the Ignatius player. Nice defense there by number 16 for St. Ignatius. But into Iggy territory, we have the puck. Trying to make something happen. Here comes Rogers to Piano. Down low in the corner, kind of tough to see. Ignatius floats one through neutral ice. Going to be ran down by Ayala. Ayala back to Stir. Back to Spencer. Stir now has it around Spencer, around the back of Spencer. Stir's coming up the ice. Gets it to Piano. Piano. Rogers. That was some horrible passing, but okay. Between the three players there. Here comes Ignatius. Save. Tried made by Spencer. That's not going to be an ice. Cardwell was able to grab it. Neutral ice. Flooding now. So again, recap. 5-0 right now. Ignatius leads the Celtics with 5:35 left in the second. So if the Celtics aren't careful, they're going to have a running clock in the third. And a save by Drew Spencer. Nice save there. 5:23 left in the second. Celtics need to figure it out quickly. I think they're just on their heels. They have been for the last period and a half. So they got to settle. Like I said, I think that first goal was key for the Celtics. Once they put that one in, it's all green and gold after that. Mercer backhands it, tries to. Gets it taken away by Ignatius right at the blue line. Gagliardi puts his man into the boards. Then he gets a shot over his head. Lass around the back. Gagliardi back to Lass. Lass puts a hit on his man. Centering pass by Ignatius. And a shot. And a save there by Spencer. So I think you got to look for some positives in this game, and you got to find something to take with you into the next game, which is tomorrow night at home for the Celtics. And we know that home ice plays a huge advantage here. Celtics have not historically done well at Fifth Third, but they have a nice record at their home ice. Celtic Nation comes out, supports the boys. And like I said, you take a couple of positives out of this game. I'm not saying the game's lost yet. Brandau tried to find that corner and he couldn't. And a winding slap shot by Ayala, backhanded by Brandau, just wide of the net. A couple of unlucky bounces there. Celtics. We got a 1-on-0 situation. What a save by Spencer. It'll stave off that 6th goal for now. Whoa, another save. 2 good saves there by Spencer. Because they had a breakout situation. I think one of the referees may have taken a shot. Hopefully he's going to be okay. Take a break here. He's going to need some time to gather himself. So, like I said, you find a couple of positives in this next 21 minutes. All right, we're going to have the players go to the benches here. This official, he's got the bars. He looks like he's hurting a little bit, so we're not going to get in on that. But like I said, if you take a few positives away from this game, right? I don't know. One of them's got to be a goal, right? You can't get shut out. 5-zip right now. You got to put 1 or 2 in. Capitalize on that. A couple of the Ignatius parents behind me leaving, saying goodbye. We'll see you later. They're not even interested in staying for the 3rd period. That might prove to be a big mistake because we might have a big comeback on our hands here. It would be nice, right? So this official is hurting. I didn't see what happened to him, but I hope he's okay. I don't know if it's his knee or... Yep, he looks like he's flexing it a little bit now. He's up. Get down there. He looks like he's okay. I'll give the folks at home what I'm trying to describe for them. The officials... I don't know, maybe he caught one on the inner thigh. Don't know. But he's up, and the boys are giving him the sticks. There we go. Give a hand to the officials doing a fabulous job here tonight, just on top of it. And being an official is a thankless job, right? I mean, you're collecting a paycheck, so I guess you don't have to be thanked for it. But overall, it's tough, right? You got to find, to get anybody to come out and be a youth sport official in any capacity, whether it's baseball, basketball, football, right? It's tough. You get berated by the parents, the players, some of the players. All right, so back at it. Now that I went on my thanking official rant. Yes. 4:03 left in the second. Face-off's going to be handled by Piano, won by Ignatius in front of Spencer out to the blue line. Ooh, kind of a knuckle puck. Smacks off the glass there, loud. Ignatius behind the back of Spencer. Mitch Piano fighting for this puck, comes away with it through neutral ice, and he just lost the handle there right in front of the goaltender. Samanis has it, lost it. Piano and Samanis fighting for it. Now Samanis lays on it, squirts out. Stir out to Rogers. Rogers rips a shot, blocked by the goaltender. That would have been nice to go in. A centering pass by Samanis to nobody. Now Samanis getting into it with another Ignatius player. Shot by Stir wide of the net. I was kind of thinking there was going to be a penalty back there, but there isn't. So now Ignatius, nice poke away there by Floody, Aiden Flood, number 4, senior. Okay, Ignatius forced to regroup. O'Sullivan lost the puck center ice. Had it, lost it. Ignatius backing up into their own territory. 2:29 left in the second. Ignatius able to put one goal in here in the second period on the Celtics. Gagliardi's going to have it around the back of his net. Got to try and get it up to Kovney. Kovney gets it out of the zone right at the red line here. Ignatius east to west passing. Kovney gathers it. Bouncing puck over the Blackhawk head. Gagliardi hip checks his man to the Dashers. Now Floody comes away with it. O'Sullivan throws it into the zone and taken away by Ignatius. Ignatius now gathers momentum around their own goaltender, number 32. Stick handling like some of the Team USA players earlier today. Kendall Coyne. Congratulations to the women's hockey team for USA on a victory earlier over Canada this afternoon. What a game that was to take home the gold. Now a bunch of players fighting for it. The referees and the officials, Gagliardi, he's going to get caught a penalty on that. All of the fighting in the corner, and then they're going to call Gagliardi for a penalty after he comes away with it. So 22 is going to sit in the box for 2 minutes and think about it. He's going to try and get that door open. That's tough. Well, maybe now someone in the box is going to help him out, as opposed to just sitting there doing nothing. She was probably on her phone doom scrolling. Here we go. Now we're going to have a power play for Ignatius. So they're going to have the man advantage for the next 2 minutes. As number 22, Gagliardi, sits and thinks about it. Not sure what they called him for. They let all the players duke it out for a couple of minutes, and they finally called the penalty. Oh, lost the handle there, Mercer. Centering pass to an Ignatius player, almost had a shorty because the goaltender was out of the net. That would have been a nice little bright spot for the Celtics. Coming up on less than a minute in the second period. Centering pass. Shot wide of the net by Ignatius. Ignatius out to the blue line. Back down low. Beneath the goal line, number 13, beneath Spencer. Ignatius has it. Oh, a shot redirected by number 13. Able to be saved by Spencer. That he was screened and he made a nice save. Ooh, that puck just gets past the Ignatius player. Karkoska unable to gather it. That would have been a nice little breakaway. So the Celtics doing a nice job here of killing this penalty. Ayala calling for it. Ayala throws it down the ice. Ignatius now. Oh, I don't think he knew what was on the clock there. I'm going to take a break. I'll be back in 12 minutes because I'm going to go throw up. I'll be back. All right, here we go. Start of the third. Sorry, I almost lost it there. So we still got a penalty on Gagliardi. He is in the box for another 27 seconds. If the Celtics could fight this off, ooh, nice job there by Spencer. He gets the whistle. Nice save. So like I said, still looking for that positive. The one negative we have right now is it is a running clock because a 5-goal differential does put the running clock on in the third period. Now, the only way to eliminate the running clock, for those of you at home that don't know, is to get the deficit down to 2. So us scoring 1, all right, penalty expired, Gagliardi out of the box. Here he goes, racing across the ice. That's the fastest he's moved all game. And another penalty by Sturr. Right now, that's going to be Sturr's third of the game, which isn't good because he got a double minor last time. I think that's a tough box to open, but you think it'd be like oiled up for us. This dad right here, let's see if we can see what he's searching up. No, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that, ladies and gentlemen. So we got Sturr in the box. So what was I saying? So if you get the deficit down to 2, the running clock stops. Now that's not going to happen from what I could see unless we play differently. But they are going to stop it for like where they call penalties and to give the players time to get into the bench. It looks like, or get into the box. It looks like. So anyway, Celtics now on the penalty kill, which has been predominantly successful this year. Celtics, I know it doesn't look like it, but they've had a great penalty kill this year. Centering pass right into the glove of a Spencer. Nice save there by Drew Spencer. So $1.20, and that's another good thing. The penalty won't take long to expire. So if the Celtics, because it matches the running clock, if the Celtics take their time getting out there, Sturr might be out of the box in a quick minute here. It's all strategy at this point. So Brand now to take the face off. Bouncing puck, going to be gloved by Spencer, and that's normally would stop the clock, but it does not. So we'll do it again right in front of Spencer. Brand now tries to win that face-off out to Ignatius. Ignatius throws it down low while the music still plays over the loudspeakers. Gagliardi pinning his man, trying to kill this penalty. It happens. The music continues to play sometimes. Happens in Orland. Uh-oh. Ooh, some good passing there. Ignatius centers it. Tried to center. Now they're throwing it down low. So 13 seconds and Sturr's going to be out of the box. Now what we have to do here is avoid Sturr's 4th penalty, because if you're keeping track at home with me, that would be Sturr's 3rd penalty, and a 4th penalty gets you in trouble with missing games and all that good stuff, which you don't want to lose Sturr, especially with him being a senior, and he's one hell of a defenseman. Brandow swats at it. Uh-oh, don't like this. And a whistle, thank goodness, because a Ignatius player found himself all alone in front of Spencer, backhanded it. So I'll find a positive. Ignatius has not scored a goal in the 3rd period. I mean, baby steps here, right? And it's only a matter of time until we get Ignatius at Arctic Ice, where we have Celtic Nation. And maybe we're going to do another toga party, and we're going to just bring the heat in Orland. That's where we're dominant out there in Arctic. Home ice. Okay, east to west passing. Coveney. O'Sullivan trying to get that corner, and he does. Backhands it off of the post. A good-looking backhand. Here comes Ignatius. Back up the ice. Now, it's worth mentioning, I did do breathing exercises between the 2nd and 3rd period. I went in the bathroom and looked at myself in the mirror hard and long and said, "What are you doing?" And I gathered myself so I could come out and face the third period against this St. Ignatius team. And I really, also I like black and gold, the combination. Now I like Kelly Green more, but I'm a fan of the black and gold. Oh, Gagliardi. Ooh. Right? Thank goodness that Ignatius player 35 held up because he had Gagliardi. Ooh. Dances around 3 Celtics. Centers it. 22 fights for it. Here comes Mercer up the ice. Over to Karkoska. Karkoska through neutral ice. Rodriguez throws it at the goaltender. Pad save by the Ignatius goaltender. And here comes St. Ignatius. Deep into Providence territory. 11:30 left on the clock. Mercer has it right in front of the Pepsi sign. Shack over the red line into Providence, into Ignatius territory. A sliding Shack. Looked like they were on a double luge team there. Shack and his man were on like the skeleton luge crew, sliding together as a pair. "51 people still on the feed. Thanks for sticking with me, people. We got a penalty on offsetting penalties. So I think also it's worth mentioning, we have to track our penalties here. We don't want to lose a coach for the next game. Because if our master plan is going to work, it does involve Nick Ignatius being on the bench. So we want to keep players out of the box and avoid that. I think it's 12 or 13, that dreaded number. If a team drops 12 penalties in a game, the head coach gets suspended. Now, we don't want that. Like I said, our master plan, which is luring Ignatius into a false sense of security and confidence, involves Nick Ignatius being on the bench for game 2. Oh, a shot wide of the net there. I think it was poked away by Spencer. A spinning number 22. Now he's on the ice. Lass diving at his man, trying to poke him outside of the dots. A shot broken up by 22. So Ignatius, that's going to be a shot by Kovney. Kovney's going to second of the game. And it was touched by Brandow, but no whistle. So Kovney, I don't know if hopefully he's not going to get one for boarding here. Celtics, all they got to do is touch the puck. But they can't get to it. Ignatius playing keep away. Now back in their own zone. Celtics unable to put one of their sticks on this puck for the last minute in order to draw that whistle, and the referee's arm is going to get tired for being held up. Down the ice it comes. So the Ignatius has a delayed penalty, so they pulled the goaltender. So now it's 6-on-5 for the time being. It's about to be Celtics I thought they put a stick on it. Referees are running out of hands. Shot. Finally a whistle. 2 minutes goes by without a whistle. Celtics losing composure maybe a little bit here. So now Shaq's going to go in there. And Kovney. It's going to be a double. So it looks like a 5-on-3 situation for the Wolfpack. I don't know that I could continue through this third period announcing, but I'm going to fight through it for the love of the game here. It's not pretty, but I'm going to stay on the call here because we're going to get that first goal. Sorry, Shax was offsetting, so it is 5-on-4. Kovney is going to get the 2 minutes, I think, for roughing. We'll see if we can make some sense of it. But what I do know is that Coveney's going to serve 2 minutes. Now Brandau's going to go in the box. It's getting crowded in there. Shaq, Brandau, Coveney. We got a whole bunch of Celtics in the box. Maybe they're giving things away in there. Are they giving away popcorn? I saw some kids with popcorn earlier and some chicken tenders that look delicious. A basket of chicken tenders and fries. Maybe that's what they're giving away in that penalty box. That looks so appealing to the Celtic players that they got to get in there. Ayala, nice job throwing it down the ice. Uh-oh. Rogers into it with his man. Taking on 2 Ignatius players back there down low below the goal line. I don't know if he's hooking or grabbing or a shot wide of the net by Rogers that I didn't catch on film. Sorry about that. Yes, St. Ignatius is on top. We got a texter. That's obvious. It's 5-0. Nice call there. I think Armando. Welcome, Armando, to the feed. And yes, it looks like you're an Ignatius fan, and they're on top. 7:46 left in the third. Ignatius up by 5, but the Celtics trying to cut that lead to 4. Shot. Sucked up by Spencer. Right in the breadbasket. Now, again, I think it's worth noting that the Celtics have not allowed a goal in the third period. So they've turned it up a notch. Faceoff's going to be handled here by Flood, Aiden Flood, who got tripped right at the dot. Should have been a call, but it's a no call by the officials. I'm going to voice my opinion after the game. Nice there. Nice sliding save by Spencer. Making it look easy now. Puck being kicked by Rylan O'Sullivan into the zone, into Ignatius territory. Ignatius takes it away, advancing the puck forward. 23 now, almost across the blue line for Ignatius. Center ice, O'Sullivan gets taken off the puck. Brandau has it, does some stick handling, looks to take a shot, and a rebound. Almost handled by Floody, but a good shot there by Brandau. Gagliardi advances it through neutral ice. That's not going to be an icing. Nice job using the board's geometry, right? Use the angles. 6:11 left in the third, left in regulation. Pass by Karkoska to Mercer. Mercer, number 14, through neutral ice, avoids the offsides. Karkoska stays on sides. And now a floating puck through the neutral zone. Ayala whacks at it, takes an elbow to the face. But Ayala, tough as nails, isn't a problem for him. 18, Ignatius dances in the slot. He goes, backhands it, tries to get something going there. Ignatius, number 13 at the blue line, throws it at Spencer. Spencer able to glove it. It's going to draw a whistle, but it's not going to stop the clock. 53 people on the feed. Thanks for bearing with me, people. I know it's tough. It's tough to listen to me. I'm having a hard time listening to myself. All right, so face-off's taken right in front of Spencer. Out of the zone it goes. All 5 Celtics are on the ice now. And that could spell trouble for Ignatius. Or it could not. All right, Celtics on the attack now. Oh, Gagliardi just couldn't handle that puck coming out of the zone. Would have been nice to have that loaded up on the stick and thrown into the back of the net for the Celtics. 4:36, 4:35, 4:34 left in the third. I'm trying to keep it lighthearted because internally I'm battling demons. Oh, a quick shot there by Rogers. But everybody knew this wasn't going to be a cakewalk, right? Ignatius is number 1 seed for a reason. A shot gloved by Spencer. Going to draw a whistle, but it's not going to stop the clock. 4:01 left in the third. So time winding down here, and I'm not going to pretend like the Celtics are going to come back and win this one. But like I said, we're going to take away some positives because we have home ice tomorrow night, 8:30 Central Standard Time, Orland Park, Arctic Ice Arena. I think it's worth mentioning Orland Park is home of Kendall Coyne. She's a gold medal winner right now. And I don't know, she may be there signing autographs. But I doubt it because she might still be in Italy. But if I say she's going to be there signing autographs, does that get more people out? It might. Here we go. Johnny Cardwell, if he could get on his horse, couldn't get to it in time. Shaq's going to go around the back of the net. He's going to find Lass. Nope. Cardwell. And a shot by Ignatius. Handled by Spencer. Good shot there in the slot. Spencer making some nice saves as of late. 25 shots on goal. 5 allowed in. And all 5 were done in the first and second period. I think we already know that stat. There are no goals allowed in the third. So time winding down. Oh, Celtics desperately looking for that first goal. Who's it going to be? No trip there. Could have been a trip, but no call. Ignatius has it at the blue line. Throws it down low. Reynolds around the back. Reynolds backhands it up to Mercer. Mercer grabs it on the backhand. Loses it at the red line. 14 on 14 there. 14 for Iggy. Took it away from 14 for the Celtics. Now number 2 for Iggy. Nice poke check there by Gagliardi. And then he puts a hit on his man. Wow, this kid does it all, number 22. Around the back of the net he goes. And a nice little move. And then he banks it off of the shin guard of an Ignatius player, no doubt, planned. Again, working the angles. Now, of course, I'm being funny here, but here we go. Gagliardi gets Peter on the back of the dots. And a shot saved by Spencer. That should have been a shot on goal, but it's not. Ooh, a hit there by Rodriguez right below me. And here comes Ignatius. As the clock winds down, just about a minute left in this game. And truly, this game can't end fast enough for me. Let's start it over tomorrow. We're going to give Ignatius a 1-game lead in this series and see if we can win 2 in a row. Because that's kind of what we wanted to do anyway. Make it dramatic, right? For the parents and the crowds to build the drama up. Like what? We love a good underdog story or a come from behind story. Like Apollo Creed when he's trying to spar with Rocky Balboa. When he's getting ready for that battle against Clubber Lane, which I think you remember was Mr. T. You know, Rocky didn't want to deal with it, and Apollo kept hammering him. And Rocky said, we'll get it tomorrow. We'll get it tomorrow, Apollo. And Apollo gave him the old, there is no tomorrow, Rock. There is no tomorrow. Well, luckily, there is a tomorrow for the Celtics. 10 seconds left in the first game of this Kennedy Cup series. And a shot by O'Sullivan. Turned away by the goaltender. Let's not do anything silly. Ayala. Oh, just wide of the net. Would have been a nice way to end it. Now, Ignatius being the good sports that they are. Well, they are hockey players, and it happens. So really not a game here tonight. More of a practice session for Ignatius. But the Celtics got to lick their wounds, get back on that horse, and deal with these Wolfpack players tomorrow night. So I think what I'm going to do now is give a quick recap. Ignatius wins this one 5-0. Celtics, though, did not allow a goal in the third period. I'd like to mention that. And we'll be back at it again tomorrow for the second game of this 3-game series where the Celtics have their back against the wall, win or go home. And then, well, we'll just see what happens. So until tomorrow night at 8:30, this is Jim Gagliardi, your voice of the Providence Celtics, signing off. I'm gonna start the car and head home. Safe travels, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow night. Arctic Ice Arena.
I don't know about you, but I can do it.